smoking hot. Hello everyone, welcome to this video of myself and Mr. Simon Bates.
Thank you, lovely.
It's
good to be here.
And we are here because, Simon, the Yamaha 280 is the most popular sax we sell and has been for 20 years. And actually, we haven't done a recent video on it. So I said, right, we need to look at this again because it has a great sound, it's great in terms of how it's built, it looks great, blah, blah, blah. We'll get into all of that, and Simon's going to blow the alto, and we've got a really gorgeous silver-plated tenor version here as well. We'll play both of them. But Simon, let's get some play first on the alto, then we'll dive into the tech and do the tenor, and then we'll get your feelings about it, because you have known it for a number of years, and
yes, indeed,
I'm sure you've got lots you want to say. So, have a hoot.
Okay, thank you guys. So yeah, obviously today we're talking about the Yamaha 280, both the Alto and Tenor models. So these are extremely well built student instruments. I don't think it gets any more well built than this really when it comes to kind of student level instruments. And there's a really good reason to learn on something so well built. So it's going to give you a very positive learning experience, let's say. It can be very frustrating to learn an instrument, especially as an adult. I truly believe that a Yamaha student instrument sets you up for success more so than some other instruments. You're not going to be fighting against some kind of fundamental issues that are just kind of baked into the design that you don't know whether it's you or what. When you're learning, it's so easy to blame yourself. But Yamaha have fantastic intonation for one, so tuning, even though it might not be your priority when you begin, it is important, and the Yamahas are just really refined, really well built for intonation to be good. They come with a really good student mouthpiece as well, so even people who are learning and talk to me about the instruments that they're using, if it's not a Yamaha, I usually recommend that they buy a Yamaha 4C mouthpiece because it is just going to make their life easier. You've got kind of a really free-blowing mouthpiece, a really stable and reliable instrument. The 280 was released a few years ago. They addressed one of the fundamental things that we used to see a lot. We see much less of this now. It's a thing with all saxophones, and it's this tightening screw up at the neck. So this crook, it's really important that that stays put. This is really important for compression here. You don't want to lose any air out of here when you're playing, but also playing position. As this is, the mouthpiece is on here and you're holding it in your jaw, you don't want the crook to be moving around with you while you're moving, while you're kind of dancing away while playing. So this screw here, people have a tendency to really crank that screw, to really get it as tight as possible in order to prevent that from happening. When this starts to get, you know, a bit loose perhaps, or maybe this thread is a bit dry, you can over tighten and it snaps off, which feels horrible. It feels really stressful and scary, but we have tools to extract the broken bit and then we can put a new screw in there. But Yamaha have addressed this issue by strengthening this receiver so much. It used to be two separate barrels that were soldered with a very small contact point onto the body, and they had a tendency to misalign as well. So this is so strong and robust, and that's really helped this issue. We see much less of that now than we used to. It's not that it's never going to happen to you, but it's way less likely, and this is so much stronger that the crook kind of fits a lot happier a lot of the time. The other big thing that they changed on the 280 is the position of this regulation screw down on the B to C sharp. So the regulation screw itself used to rest on the C sharp key and used to come down on a plate that came off the B, and they've just reversed that concept. So now the regulation screw is on the B, and that is going to be holding down the C sharp. So the idea is that you can go straight from C sharp to B because they work in unison thanks to this screw. By putting the position where it is now, it enables that regulation to be a lot firmer, tighter, more stable, more reliable going forward. The Yamaha saxophones, the student range at this level, are covered in regulation screws. So everything in the left hand, the mid stack and the bottom stack all has regulation screws. So as a repairer, we love Yamahas. We love how easy they are to maintain and to work on. The ease and the speed and the reliability of this is just such a blessing. It makes Yamahas kind of more economical, quicker to work on. So you can get a real lifetime's worth of use out of a student level Yamaha. You don't need to spend any more than this to get something of extremely good quality. And like I say, they're reliable, they're durable, they're valuable. Yeah, I have unlimited positive things to say about the Yamaha student range, but the 280s are just something else really. If you're in a position to get one, get one. And with that, I'll hand you back to Sam and Simon to take it from here. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that tenor looks resplendent in its silver plate.
It is fantastic, yeah.
And it sounds pretty tasty too. And I mean, we said at the top that these have been, top-selling student model, but these are way more than a student saxophone, right? So tell us, from your point of view, how they play and how you feel about them.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that these are still kind of in that affordable bracket when you consider that, you can pay, 10 to 12,000 pounds for a saxophone. These do come in at a bit of a bargain price.
Things, yeah.
I mean, these aren't lightweight saxophones. They never have been. They're good quality. I was telling you beforehand, I've recommended these to the Royal Marines, to use, and they've got some in stock because they are incredible instruments. And I wouldn't stick my neck out, to recommend them if they weren't the quality that they are. About this trickle-down philosophy from Yamaha that they've got the things. We're looking earlier today, in fact, at the amber lacquer 82s, which has got adjusting screws. You see exactly the same features on this. It just oozes quality. Nothing cheap about it. Okay, you can see where they've cut corners. There isn't an engraving on it, which
saves some money, saves some time.
Exactly, you don't particularly need, and things like the bell brace obviously is slightly lower quality, but it still works. Everything is exactly as you expect it to be. There's not a mother of pearl on the G sharp key. Well, so what?
Yeah.
They are really, really, really great saxophones. And I wouldn't say they're bulletproof, but they're pretty much bulletproof. You must have seen some that are beyond repair because there are so many of them out there. But generally, I've seen these really battered and dropped, and you pick them up, with your heart in your mouth, and they work really really well.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to say that actually because we hire these out. So we sell them, but we also hire them. So we've got a fleet of literally hundreds of these that are out in the world being played and get played for years, and they get brought back and the workshops see them. And the reason we put these out there is because they can take it. There is no other sax on the market at the student level that I would want out being hammered by people for so many years, because they just wouldn't stand up to it as well. And you want to get people playing on the best possible instrument when they start, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's going to make blowing easier, it's going to make it more enjoyable. So we wanted to do this video to just kind of celebrate the 280. And I know we're being super positive, but frankly, that's because I don't think there's anything negative to kind of say.
I can't think of anything.
Without going over the top, it's the safest place to put your money if you're at this kind of level and you're looking for these kind of horns. So just a quick one about the finish, Simon. I know you mentioned that some of the Royal Marines have it in the silver plate. Do you have a preference? I mean, the lacquer is by far the one we sell most of, 90-95% probably. But
well, I've got a soft spot for silver plate. I believe it's a little bit brighter. I just like the look of it as well. My 875 EX Custom is silver. Yeah. So yeah,
it goes with the sparkle in your eyes. But that may just be the lighting.
It may.
Anyway, there we go. That's our little 2024 going into 25 wrap up of the Yamaha 280 series. Really, really good value, and we heartily recommend them.
Yeah.
If you enjoy watching the videos, do subscribe to the channel and check out the rest of the videos we've got on the saxophone playlist in particular. But Mr. Bates, would you be so kind as to play us out?
I would. I'd be delighted. I mean, just to say that actually, I would be perfectly happy to take this out gigging.
Well, I'm not offering it to you.
No, I know.
But
you know, it's that good. You know, it feels really great. You know,
cool.
So nothing bad to say about it, really.
Nice. Give us a tune then on that silver shiny one.
Okay.